Kevin, you guys get into some full pads today. What did it feel like out there?
Felt good. I mean, a lot of movement, a lot of hitting, just a lot of stuff you're seeing. I actually like the defense today. I like watching the defense. Like when we off, I like watching the 2s and 3s and how they getting out there. So I think today was a good day.
What stood out about the defense to you today?
The pass rush.
Yeah.
We got a lot of pass rush from Chuck all the way down to the 3s. It's some boys who ready to play. So I think our rotation gonna be deep on the defensive side for sure.
How does that make for the practices? You're on the opposite side of that. I mean, you don't want them to be successful, but at the same time, you want them to do good. How do you balance that?
I don't even look at it as a sell. See, when I was a freshman, that's how I looked at it. Like, fuck that. Oh my bad. I don't want them winning, but now that I look at it, and mindset of Coach Traylor is that's probably the best we gonna see is that. So now I'm like, I'm excited for that. Okay, that's a nice move. Okay, that's a nice move. Like, I'm excited for that. I ain't really against it. I'm excited for it.
How much of when you see a nice move, especially from a young guy that comes in that maybe you don't see very often, how much can you actually learn from something like that?
Just teaching. So if I'm not going, I'm able to teach. Or you messed up on that step, but that's a nice move. He just beat you at that move. So really, it's just more of a teaching process for me.
Kevin, who are the leaders on the offensive line who's kind of emerging that way?
The whole starting line, I think so, and including Dorman and Jalen Galmore. So we got about 7 people who can step up and lead at any time.
Last year was such a crazy year for your group up front with how many different guys you had out and how often it was shuffling. What was it like going through that?
I think that was the hardest part, not knowing with the COVID, not knowing who's able to play or injuries. So I think that was a big lesson for us. And now you got multiple people who've played, and so it's not gonna be that this year if that does happen. So I think it's just a teaching lesson. We had to learn to play and be ready, next man up mentality.
Do you feel like if you guys are able to avoid that kind of situation this year, that it'll be a stronger group, that you'll kind of benefit from some continuity?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think yes, if we can avoid COVID and injuries, I think we'll be top tier at that group for sure. And even if we do go down, I think we got enough players to still stay at the top tier anyway. So, but yes, definitely, if we stay healthy, I think we got a big shot this year.
How important is that communication and just kind of knowing the guy next to you and his tendencies and things like that to having success on the offensive line?
I think that's one of the most important things on the O-line is the communication and knowing if I take this step, I won't step on him. If I take this step, I'm able to get this block with him. So I think communication is the #1 key. That's fundamental for us, is being able to communicate. That's a big thing for us.
Coach and Lowe have been talking about young players stepping up. Any young players that have really stood up for you?
I love the freshmen. I think every freshman that's crossed my path have come with it and they're like ready to get at it. And then they're able to listen. Some freshmen come in and think they know it all, but these freshmen they dial in. We're in meetings. They asking questions, trying to pick your brain. So I'm really glad for these freshmen. I'm glad to be able to teach these freshmen stuff.
Do you take a leadership role with the freshmen that came in on the offensive linemen? What's your relationship with those guys?
Big brother. Yeah, I think the leadership it had to happen. It had to happen, but I think it's more of a big brother role. I tell them don't listen to the tone, listen to the message. Like even with the coaches yelling at them, don't listen to the tone, listen to the message. So yeah, it's just a big brother thing. He picking my brain. If he need help, I'm helping him out. If he doing stuff that I don't like, if we don't like, we helping him out, pushing him the right way. So I think it's just a big brother role right now.
What's that role like for you? Because it wasn't too long ago. You were in the opposite side of that.
I like it. I think I'm still learning how to be able to like not get frustrated if I'm messing up and be able to still teach when the 2s and 3s go up. So I think me being pushed by JD, Pratt, Stephon, all those older guys, I think that's helped me to pass it on to them. So I think just honestly just keep learning and keep being a big brother to them.
What about the depth you guys have at offensive line? Is this the deepest kind of unit
that I've been here since I've been here? This is the deepest. And we got 3 groups that's ready to go at any time. 3 guys in each group. And it's maybe, I think we got like 4 or 5 centers that's ready to go at any time, just in case Maka does go down. So being deep has helped me understand like, all right, pay attention to this position right now and let them deal with that. Because we so deep, we ain't got to worry about switching, going from right to left, or me going to center and somebody else going. it's somebody right behind us ready to play.
So do you see yourself then kind of staying at guard through the year, even if something happened, there'd be somebody else in that role?
I can't really say that,
They would
but honestly,
just
yes, I think
tackling it all.
our 2s and 3s are ready to play at center. And if it does happen, worst case, I'm ready to switch over. And I think the second person behind me is ready, and vice versa. The left guard goes down. I don't think it'll be a lot of switching. I think the 2s will be ready to step up.
Does that definitely make a big difference in practice, even just that you can kind of like not have to go as many reps so that there's an easier rotation situation for you all?
Yeah, but I think the reps are the same as last year, because I still got to go to center sometimes just to stay ready for that. But yes, that being deep has really helped the O-line a lot. Like, even staying healthy right now, so like us doing that extra stuff might hurt at the back end, but us being deep we don't have to worry about anything like that.
We won't get a chance to talk to you guys again, but Saturday is going to be the first time you guys actually get to do some tackling and some real hitting. Now, as a leader, how do you, okay, I want to go hard, I want to kind of start to get into this mode, but I also don't want to get injured. I want to be ready for, the season.
At O-line, you can't think about that, being injured, because if I'm thinking about being injured or getting injured, I'm slowing down, and that's when stuff happens. So just got to go hard every day, honestly, and to protect each other. Like, if I'm blocking, don't let them get rolled up and fall on top. We don't need all that. We can wait for the game. So me being older, I learned that but freshmen, they still slanging, might doing all that, but it's just a teaching moment, and being able to be older, you know what to do and what not to do now.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.